What is up, YouTube? It is Onion Bomb here, and welcome to my South Park Season 6 tier list. We're going to be adding the Season 6 episodes on the wheel here. Everything past Kenny in a hospital bed is Season 6. These were our Season 5 ones, which we did last time. It's just a tier list sometimes glitches and it duplicated, so I already put these on. I moved this around just to kind of for myself to know where things are. So yeah, if you have missed it, I've been I've been ranking these since we've been watching. So when I hear my reasoning for any of these, it'll be another video. But this one is going to be season. So without further ado, let's get started, shall we? First one up here, we have Jared has AIDS. Of course, this is the one with Jared Fogle, the Subway guy. And, yeah, it was kind of a critique on them kind of promoting that, like, he ate Subway to like lose weight, but it wasn't like the Subway. It was like him like having like assistants help him like balance diet. He just balanced the Subway in there, and that it was AIDS, and people thought it was like the actual AIDS, and like this was like before everything that came out about Jared, so it was kind of crazy. And the children were trying to get Butters to do the same thing with City Walk, the Chinese food place, and they were trying to get paid for it. And yeah, I think this was the first episode I realized Kenny was dead. So not like in that regard, not the greatest, but it was a pretty funny one. It wasn't like insanely good and memorable, but it was a good one. So probably gonna be either like a B tier one or a lower A one. I think I am gonna put this one in B tier, kind of back. I think it's less about like a criticism of the episode. It's just like we're kind of just stacked here with some of these. But yeah, it was a funny one. Don't get me, it was a funny one. High B tier, still pretty good. I haven't gone too low, or haven't needed, in my opinion, to go too low with these episodes. Alright, this next one here, this one is Aspen, and I'm not gonna lie, I like this episode. I liked it. This was the one where they went to like the ski thing for the timeshare, and like the timeshare people would not let the parents leave, and Stan was like going through a whole like Disney Channel original movie or Hallmark movie arc about like someone trying to like like hey Dorsh, like trying to one up him. He's trying to ski. And this one was really funny to me, and I don't know, maybe I liked it more than other people. I don't know if other people liked it as much as I did, but I'm actually gonna sneak this one in S tier at the end there. I don't know why that one just like stuck with me so much, and it was just mad funny to me. So yeah, that one's going in S tier for me. Yeah, I just love the joke of like the parents like the thing, like the incline thing going up and into the timeshare room again. Alright, this next one we got Freak Strike, and this was the one about they they tried to get on TV, the Mary Prophet show, something like that. Harry Prophet, I forget his name, but it was some Mari Prophet, something like that. It was like a Dr. Phil-esque kind of show about like disabled, and they were going on strike, and they're trying to get Butters, and yeah, this one was pretty decent as well. This one was funny. On like the grand scale of things, though, I maybe a little bit lower. Just like a little bit, like I said, nothing too crazy. We're still pretty high on these, but Maybe I don't, just hovering like pretty low in B. That's not where I'm putting it. It just kind of is where it is. But it might join Jared Has AIDS in the B tier, I think. Maybe just a little bit lower than that one. And maybe it is gonna get a little bit lower. I'm just kind of looking at some of these episodes. I just think I liked some of these better. I think I'm gonna put next to the succubus one. I guess that's mid B. I didn't like dislike that episode at all. It's just like when it's all said and done, thinking back on it, may have been one of the weaker ones in season 6. Not that it was like weak, but I had a decent criticism about those like talk shows like exploiting those disabilities, but it just I think we got better. We got a bit better. There's better on the list, and I've put like higher and stuff. If that makes sense. All right, this next one is called Fun with Veal, and this is the one where they learn about veal and like they break out the cows and have the baby cows strike and go against the parents. And I like this one, honestly. I like this one. And then Stan was gonna go vegan, but he was growing like pussies on it. I like this one because me, as someone who like absolutely cannot go vegan, I've been on record saying that like I could never ever go vegan. It just wouldn't happen. Like it just couldn't happen. Like it just couldn't happen. I couldn't just like not eat meat anymore. But I can also be like, you know what? Veal is kind of crazy. Like, we don't have to kill the cows like that young and stuff like that. Yeah, that's a little nuts. Though I've never had veal before, but maybe it's crazy good. But yeah, I'm gonna put this one in A. I don't want to put this one. I think I'm gonna put it as like kind of in the middle. Actually, no, this is towards the top, so I think these boxes are getting away from me. I think I like it right here, next to the I think that's the Jubilee one. I think that one is Are You There, God? It's Me, Jesus. I think that's that one. some of these I forget like which ones exactly there were, but sometimes I have like a few in mind, and I'm pretty sure 90% sure that's that one, but sometimes 10% of the time it's not the case. All right, going next we have the new Terrence and Phillip movie trailer. This one was interesting because I was sent an edit of it and like actually edited in like commercial breaks that were to happen. So I think my experience of it got a bit enhanced of what it would have been, and it kind of mimicked what it would have been as well, which made it a little bit better, I think. Like made the joke of it like not playing kind of land, and then the who's the guy? The guy they kept watching on TV with the tugboat. They kept fighting people. Russell Crowe, I think. Russell Crowe fighting people. They were waiting for that. This one, and they kind of like all this time they could have watched it at Butter's house. This was a pretty good one. I don't think it's gonna be like S tier, but I might put that up there. Kind of. Like, man, I like these top tier ones. I'm not gonna put it, it's gonna be near Fun with Veal. I think it's gonna be like just a few back. I think it's gonna be over no, it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be here. I kind of slid where I originally got put, but I like these episodes. I like this Halloween special. I like the picture day one. I like this one with like the triplets. I like this. Like raise your hand if your mom's alive or grandma's alive. and the girls put your hand. Sometimes some moments have, or some episodes have like memorable moments that I remember like more than like the episode as a whole. But Big Treasure, I'm rating these more than just like a laugh or two. That just sometimes that's why I just wanna like, remember. Alright, episode 6, we have Professor Chaos. This was when Butters got fired and turned into Professor Chaos. And then the children were holding auditions to who was going to be, the next fourth. Because they're trying to replace Kenny. R.I.P. But not anymore. And honestly, I was kind of in suspense on who they were gonna pick, and the Professor Chaos stuff was pretty funny. I like this one quite a bit too. In fact, I'm gonna put this one right above the Tally episode, pretty high in A. I was a fan of this one. I liked it. I was it was funny. I was in suspense. It was a good watch. And this is the one where it chokes on Dick died at the end. that one is for real. That she's not coming back. All right, the next one is The Simpsons Already Did It. And this one, of course, was when Professor Chaos was, trying to think of something the Simpsons didn't do, and then Cartman had like the sea people coming in, and that's when they thought Miss Jokes on it with the seamen, and Chef was like, what? And then they looked like the Simpsons. This one was a funny one too. Honestly, this one's probably gonna be a little up there as well. In fact, this one actually might have been a little bit funnier than the other one. I'm actually gonna put this one like, I think above this, the Garrison Invention one. I think I'm gonna put this one like top A row. Not quite S, I don't think, but top A row. Just kind of looking at if I still like all these, like, because don't get me wrong, this is a lot, and I think I'm doing a way better job of keeping track of everything than I thought I would. But sometimes I just want to make sure I be switching my mind sometimes, especially with some of these like this. All right, this next one, it was Red Hot Catholic Love, and this was this was the one where I know the priest went to the Vatican. Oh yeah, this is the one where they were like, Cartman was trying to shit out of his mouth and like discovered that, and it caught on, and there was kind of a joke about that, and yeah, this was an interesting one. This was, especially as a Christian and a Catholic myself, it was definitely an interesting watch, and but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go too high on this one though. Like I've already explained, like I understand this is South Park, and I'm willing to take the punches as well because it's everyone's turn. But it still doesn't mean like I have to put this like S tier or anything. It's still maybe not the craziest episode in my opinion. I'm not putting it like low. Like I said, I'm just hovering, but I mean I don't know why the Starvin' Marvin episodes are probably lower than they need to be, but I've been debating for a few minutes here where I want to put this. I think I'm gonna put this front of C. I think that's where I'm gonna put that one. All right, next up here we have Free Hat. Free Hat. And of course, every Free Hat, he killed those babies for me. Everyone knows they're like piranha. That was funny. This was the Indiana Jones parody one. Yeah, this was a good episode. I was still thinking of like Free Hat, and, and Tweak had his time to shine. This one's gonna go up there. I think this one is gonna go up there. Well, how far do I put this? I'm trying to debate here. Honestly, I think I might slip this one into S2. I'm just gonna put it at the end. I think I did like Aspen better, but this was just like just a good episode. Like it was a good parody, and it was nice to see like Tweak and the joke with Free Hat. That was funny, and I just like this episode. Probably more than I thought at the time, but I like this episode. Alright, this next episode. Bebe's boobs destroy society. This episode was, it was funny, but it was, at times, mainly at the very end, so maybe some uncomfortable watch, because they showed Wendy having breast implants, and like they actually showed the surgery, and it was funny. Everyone went like ape once, like like the boobs were a thing, but I think I am gonna put this one, but I think I'm gonna put this like middle C tier, middle C tier, honestly. It was a funny moments. Maybe I'm being a little too harsh on it right now, but I don't know. I just didn't. Thinking back on it and seeing like all the episodes, I think I like a lot of episodes above it, like more than it, and it just I guess it wasn't like as good as like I may have thought of it at the time, but it was a funny one. Don't get me wrong, it was a funny one for sure. Just yeah, that's what I'm going with it. Alright, the next one is child abduction is not fun. This was a funny episode. It's when the parents were so paranoid about the child abduction, and the city walk guy built a wall, and the Mongolians kept trying to push it down, and they were just like they sent the kids away at one point, and they were just freaking out, and they finally came around. It was a funny episode. It was funny. This one's gonna go up there as well. I'm gonna put this one, I think, decently high in A. I'm gonna put this one, I think, right above Fun with Veal. Actually, no, I'm gonna put it above Jubilee too. Cripple Fight, I think I'm gonna stick that one. I think I might not like that one a little bit more, but yeah, that one in A. That one's gonna get A tier from me. Alright, this next one is A Ladder to Heaven, and this one was a good one because we got Kenny back. They were trying to build a ladder to heaven, and then it became like a race to heaven, and they were trying to get to heaven, and there was like gonna be a war and stuff, and we got Kenny flashbacks. Oh yeah, and Saddam Hussein making war weapons. This was a good one. This was a good one. This one's also. I'm gonna go A. I'm gonna go decently high, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna. The Simpsons already. I'm gonna put under. I'm gonna put that one above Simpsons already, or below Simpsons already. But I'm gonna put it right here, in A. All right, next one we got the Lord of the Rings one. We have the return of the Fellowship of the Ring to the Two Towers, and this was a Lord of the Rings parody. This was this. Oh. So this is where they they wanted to give Stan's dad gave the VHS of what he thought was the Lord of the Rings to Butters' parents, and they were gonna give it to Butters, and it ended up being a porno, and they sent it to get it back, and they was like, and it was awesome. It was awesome. It was funny, and they when they got it back and treated it like the Ring, and Token watched it. He was like, I'm not playing anymore. This was hilarious. And at the end, when they learned what is it, this one. Not only is it S, I'm actually gonna put it third over. I'm just under Scott Tehrman. That was just like a hilarious episode. Honestly, that was hilarious. I love how they did it. I loved like how the parents were trying to get it, and then like the children were just playing Lord of the Rings, and like the context of it. It was hilarious, and just like exactly what you expect out of South Park. Honestly, very deserving of highest. All right, next up we have the Death Camp of Tolerance. So it's when they were trying to be more tolerant, and Garrison was trying to get fired, and they put Lemmy Winks up this dude's ass, and there was this Lemmy Winks, the Hobbit song, like Lemmy Winks, and that part of the episode was funny, little gross but funny. And then them go into like the death camp of tolerance, and the parents like not act like it was tolerant, and yeah, it was definitely another one that probably needs revisited today, and it was just a good episode again. I'm going to put it. I'm gonna put kind of, I guess, mid to high A. I think. There's so many episodes yet. Every time I do these, I feel like I'm putting these in the same area. I don't mean to do that at all, but I'm gonna put it, I think, just above the Russell Crowe commercial run, but then behind that like Scooby Doo horror parody thing. I think that's where I like the Lemmy Winks one to go. Alright, next one we have the biggest douche in the universe. This was the one about the psychic John Edwards, I think. Fun fact, I actually, after that episode aired, I actually went and watched a clip of John Edwards, and it was like exactly like Stan. It was pretty funny. But yeah, it was pretty much a critique on John Edwards, but then also the plot of trying to exorcise Kenny out of Cartman, and then his soul went into a pot roast. I like this episode. It was funny. And it was another kind of sort of Kenny oriented one. I think though, I'm gonna put it kind of lower A. And to put in between this, like Cartman, I think that's the one where he got $1 million, and then this one was Cartman and Shelly's episode in that kind of like 3-parter one. I think the other part was this one, and then the other one was Jubilee, which that one kind of got away from the other two, but these two are all relatively in the same area here. So yeah, we only have 2 more left here. We have My Future Self and I, and then the one I just recently watched. So, My Future Self and I. This was when Stan's future self came to keep him away from drugs and alcohol, to see like where he where how wrong he was, and then Stan, and then Butters had a future self as well, and they kind of like exposed it, and yeah, kind of with the help of Cartman. This episode, this episode was pretty funny. I like this one. Did I? Oh yeah, I put the Jared one. I was gonna say, did I put any in B? Because this one I'm looking at S again, or not A again, and like I don't know. I think this one's gonna be maybe a little bit lower of an A, but A nevertheless. I think I'm gonna put Merry Christmas Charlie Manson. I think I may have liked that one better. So I'm gonna put third to last in A. But still an A tier episode. It was funny. I liked the plot. It was good. Alright, and for the finale, as you see by the picture chosen here as well, this was Red Sled Down. Kenny returned automatically. Whoops, where'd you go? We're automatic now. Okay. But I love seeing Kenny back, and honestly, this episode was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie, this episode was pretty funny. When Santa's sled was shot down, and then Jesus went to save, and Jesus was back in it. Jesus sacrificed himself for Santa, and Santa was like, we all gotta remember him on Christmas. Oh, that was funny. And then Timmy was singing the song. Yeah. This episode, this actually is gonna get S. It's not gonna get SSS like all the way up there, but I'm gonna put it in S. In fact, I'm put like third to last actually in S, but it's gonna still get S. You know, it's gonna get S. And no, I promise it's not just because Kenny. Kenny was the chair. I think this was like maybe like a high A tier episode, but then when Kenny came back, it was unless that's not forever and he's gotta go back, then this is gonna be an F tier episode. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, that's gonna do it. I think that is season 6. Not bad. 2 C tier episodes, which I can maybe go a little higher on that. Like I don't want to be like too harsh, but I also don't want to be like too like, you know, forgiving as well. Not like and you know, I don't want to get too top heavy here. So I kind of like the lows in C. And then what we got, like a 1B, I think. 1, maybe 2B. Oh no, 2B. There is 2B. And then the rest A and S. That's a pretty good season. That's a pretty good season. Speaking of which, the season ranking. This season, we didn't have Kenny for the entire season. Honestly, no Kenny does hurt. It did hurt. But there was just some really good episodes this season. I'm either gonna go A after season 2 or before season 2. I think I'm gonna go before, honestly. I think I'm gonna go before. And yeah, that's gonna be my tier list. That's what I'm gonna put season 6 as a whole, and that is my episodes again. So yeah, with that being said, guys, that's gonna do it for me. And now we move on to season 7, and Kenny should be back, hopefully is back, and we are back. I'm actually so excited for season 7. Like, I know I just still gave season 6 a good ranking, but I miss Kenny. I miss Kenny a lot. It wasn't the same without Kenny, so I'm like very excited to get back to it with Kenny. And yeah, we'll see how season 7 of South Park is. And episode 1 should be uploaded either later upon uploading this, or the next day, something like that, however the scheduling works out. But if you see this video, season 7 should be on the horizon. For now, though, guys, that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like or dislike, subscribe, or don't subscribe. You know, it's always up to you. I will see you guys in the next video. You're watching me. Goodbye.